Now, do I need to hurry up and finish my Henderson, or can I just sip on that as we go?
Thanks, Brian. Way to open it.
Oh wait, this is live? Oh, my bad.
Yep.
I don't even know what we're doing tonight.
Oh man, always exciting with Brian.
As typical.
Yep.
So you didn't answer my question. Can I sip on my Henderson along with these others,
Sure,
or is that going to be taboo?
Not as you sip on the others. Maybe before, if that's your palate opener. Drink your cream soda now.
Yeah, it opens it up, man. Takes me back.
TJ, introduce us. Go.
All right. Does someone have an intro? Do we know what we're doing here tonight? Come on.
Yeah. So tonight,
get it together, TJ.
Get it together. Try to get Brian in order, which is impossible. So tonight, what we're doing is we're celebrating hitting 500 subscribers, which is exciting for us. We are halfway to the 1,000 mark, which is great because when we hit 1,000, we can monetize. We can start giving samples of Chuck's bourbon to people that watch. It'll be great.
That's right.
Yeah, so we just have to get there. So you can see what it's like to be Brian and I and mooch off Chuck. We just have to hit that 1,000.
It's nice. And for anyone who's looking to join that bandwagon, I have lots of tips on how to really maximize that experience.
Yeah. And Brian doesn't even know what bourbons Chuck has on the other side of the camera that he just recently bought, which is exciting too.
5 new bottles.
Yeah. So tonight what we're going to do is one of our gracious Patreons, Derek, was nice enough to set us up with a blind sample of 4 bourbons that or whiskeys or ryes that we have no idea what they are. He sealed away the answers here in this envelope, which I have not opened, even though I was tempted to. So we are going to try these samples and see what we think. And then by the end of it, open it up and see how far off we are, because it's just going to be called Stump the Chumps.
Yeah. And we'll see just how well Henderson stacks up to these.
Yeah. I'm going to go with they're going to be better than Henderson. I'm just spitballing there.
There's things we care about and there's things we don't care about. The last part we don't care about.
So we will see how this goes. Let's see. We got Mike watching at least, so there we go. So
all right.
Northern Indiana is represented.
And maybe you can see my backdrop is the if you know your hotel chains, this is the lovely innards of a Hampton hotel room. So I'm on the road right now, calling in on the Hampton Hotel.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like a hotel put together your bedroom in your house, Chuck.
You know, I'm on the road so much. I like my home to feel like a hotel, so I'm really home.
Exactly. You design your home bedroom to look like a hotel bedroom. That's
right.
That's like next level of travel.
Yeah, you know.
Well, we appreciate the dedication.
That's a good way to end a Saturday.
Oh, for sure.
All right.
So we're on our sample A.
Yep, sample A. I get right off the nose some green apple, actually.
No joke. I was literally just going to say apple. I mean, you went green apple. What's a way to elevate that? But
yeah,
definitely some light fruit there.
Granny Smith all the way, right there.
Yeah, let's not get variety specific there.
I'm just glad it smells like whiskey and not pee, so gives me hope.
Yeah, although I am concerned about one of these, I'll be honest.
It smells better than anything Brian ever says. So,
well, he did mark send these ones to Brian, send these ones to Chuck.
Oh, I hope you got a different sample.
Oh, that's not cool.
Derek's definitely cool. Sorry, Ed, move aside, but Derek's my new favorite Patreon. That's what happened.
I'll be so upset. And I will plot my revenge.
That is really good.
I didn't expect the palate.
No.
With the light fruit nose, I was expecting Yeah, I mean, to carry on some of those fruit notes, more of a lighter American whiskey, perhaps, and
Yeah.
hit you with a little bit of a rye spice. And
I was almost feeling like it was like a wheated bourbon, maybe based on the nose, but
Honestly, if I had to pick,
no.
I'm going to say this is a rum. It's got rum taste to it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and that was just on
we
the
don't
nose.
even know. We don't know if
the
these are bourbons or whiskeys, or we don't know.
He just said, "I got a blind flight for you."
I don't think there's any way this is a rum.
I
don't know.
I've had some finished rums lately that
No.
It pains me to agree with Chuck. In principle, I usually just disagree, regardless of whether or not I agree. But I'm actually with him on this one. Yeah, the nose really kind of has a different consistency than I feel like the rest of it.
Honestly, I really enjoy. Like, the palate is this nice blend of spice and brown sugar.
But it
I
does
feel
have
a
like
little molasses on that.
Yeah, that's why
maybe that's what teases
it's like
but
a rum.
like,
yeah.
No, the finish is to me is a rye based bourbon.
It's definitely got the rye finish, but there is a huge
100%.
molasses component of that palate.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Did you already say that? I was just sniffing here and wasn't paying attention to anything you were saying. If you beat me to the molasses comment.
No, you said molasses first.
Yes. Win for the night. I'm walking off screen. I beat TJ to a tasting note. Done.
Wow, what is it? Mr. Burton here wins. He's watching on a boat in the Chesapeake Bay, sipping early times, bottled in bond. Like,
send me some early times.
Where's the invite?
Get early times.
Yeah.
I'm in a Hampton hotel room. He's on a boat in Chesapeake Bay.
But
it would be the only thing that would have been a little bit better, like my boat in the Hamptons. Yeah, but.
It's really close. He probably came from there.
Yeah.
Well, this first one is just delicious. I hope the other ones hold up.
So you guys have guess on proof and
I'm gonna go 100 proof, 105, and I'm saying I don't know what it is, but it's finished in something. It's not a straight bourbon or whiskey. It's got to be finished in something. There's too much of rum note for me.
I'm leaning towards a rye. I'm leaning also maybe towards finish, just based on the layers of complexity and variance. The proof doesn't come off very strong. Like, this might even be sub 100. It has a little bit of burn, maybe, or a little warmth, but like nothing strong, or too strong for me anyway. But I feel like it's right around 100, give or take 5.
Yeah, I think it's 100 plus. I don't think it's a rye. I mean, I think it's rye in the mash bill, but delightful. Like, this finish just lingers. This is really good.
I'm gonna say, if I have to like narrow it down to one thing, and it's gonna hurt me to say this, and then I'll have to like mention a previous video. The Angels Envy finished.
I wondered if you were gonna go there.
If I had to choose,
if that's what this is, like, hey, I mean,
found a better bottle than Brian did.
I might actually go out and buy a bottle because the first time we had it was not good.
Oh my gosh, no joke! Like that bottle is horrible just to choke down and finish. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that one.
So Nick got his sample of Barrel 28 and enjoyed it. He thinks it's definitely a contender for best bourbon. I like it.
Nice.
Heck yeah. So TJ picked me a backup bottle.
You never paid me for it, and I've already started drinking it, so it's my bottle.
Whoa. I if I didn't pay you for something, it's your own fault. I send you Apple Pay like instantly.
I just needed a barrel bourbon on my shelf. Now I got a barrel bourbon on my shelf.
Okay, so you chose to keep it. You chose not to ask for money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
In fairness, if you just bought a new one for Chuck each time they come out and just stuck it on your shelf,
Actually, I
you'd
did.
always have one on your shelf.
There's a barrel 30 right down there, which is
30, yeah.
his. I was at Westport the other day. I was like,
30?
hey, yeah. It said, there was a little sign that was like, this is new. And I looked, it was barrel 30. So I just texted Chuck, hey. And he sends back, yes.
Yes, please.
And this one's got Wyoming in it, so it should be good.
Oh, no, you're talking about. I was like, are we on to number 2 already? Are we moving on to B?
And the nose is even better.
Oh, that's Dickel.
Yep, I think so.
That's got some burnt sugar. Burnt sugar.
This
That
was the
sounds bad.
concerning nose, the heavy
toasted
Dickel
sugar?
note on the nose.
That's concerning? I love it. This is freaking delightful. Yeah, this is all Dickel. But I love
The
it.
question is, which Dickel is it?
Well, I mean, in so many source, but man, there's so much sweetness on that nose. It's like you get the undertones of the Dickel minerality, but it's like, it's just, like I said, just brown sugar,
that is
toasted creme brulee,
super
nose,
sweet
like,
palate,
whew.
but the finish just screams Dickel. Like all mineral, everything.
Yeah,
The palate's pretty light to me. It's
very
honestly,
pleasant.
this reminds me a lot of some of those earlier Pursuit series that we had. I don't remember which episodes. Some of those Dickel barrels that the nose blew you away, but then they just kind of tapered off from there. Like this palate is, it gets some of that residual sweetness kind of through, but very light finish, non-existent finish, basically.
Yeah,
I'm thinking you're just gonna have to start sending Nick here some of your samples. He says he's a fan of Old Dickel, oak, and orange all go together.
You're a man, Nick. Yeah, this. I mean, this TJ, could this be a Dickel 15 of the lower proof variety? I know my Dickel 15 is higher proof, so it comes in at like 104 proof or so, which
It could be
gives
that.
But a lot of the
Or-
Dickel 15 years are coming in 80 to 90 proof. This could be that.
It could be that or the Dickel single barrel.
Yeah, and I've you sent me a photo today of Dickel 8-year, and I almost sent back to you. The Dickel single barrels are also 8-year, but they're coming in barrel proof, so it's what they are.
Well, but the thing that makes the one I sent you today special is that is actually bourbon. So it's not labeled whiskey; it's labeled bourbon.
Oh,
that's the new one.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Yeah, so it's the 8-year bourbon that just started hitting markets.
So that's not then charcoal filtered. Is that the assumption?
See that I don't know. I haven't looked into it
Because otherwise, Tennessee whiskey is,
right.
Bourbon as well. They just they run it through the charcoal filtration process.
Yeah, but with whiskey, you don't have to have the 51% corn. So bourbon has to have that 51% corn because that's
but you
how
don't think
get,
Tennessee's Dickel's typical mash bill doesn't have 51% corn?
Well, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if they've disclosed their regular mash bill because Dickel's notorious for making everyone sign NDAs and everything like that. So that'd be something we'd have to look into. What separates the Dickel bourbon from the Dickel whiskey?
If only there was a way to quickly look that up while we're communicating over the internet.
We don't do things quick. We do deep, intensive research, and then we present the correct information to our viewers.
It'd be nice if a third member of the channel
to just do. I
do
prefer
the
to just do
research while we're
moderate.
talking.
I prefer to just do moderate levels of thought, zero research, and then state my opinion like it's fact.
Right. Hey, just treat it like your PhD dissertation right now. Like, hey, you're the one that's like closest to that. Yeah.
Sure.
So
This is delightful. I mean, I like it. It's not a lot of oak, so I could believe the 8-year over the 15.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The answer's not on the bottom, Brian.
I was making sure I had the wrong. I just kind of moved my glasses around for a second. I was making sure I actually was still on B.
Definitely lighter proof. So I'm going
Yeah.
less than 100 here. I'm going 95 or less. Probably like 90, 92.
Yeah.
Yeah, low 90s.
I think you're right. I think it's probably a Dickel single barrel or Dickel. Whatever what was it? The 13-year, whatever, and the lower proof version of it.
Yeah.
Now, just to make things interesting, what's the percent chance this is not Dickel?
0.
0. Okay.
Now, if it's not a Dickel brand, it is
I really
sourced
hope
from Dickel.
Yeah.
I really hope it's something
0.
like totally unique that we don't even know about. It's not Dickel. It'll make
Like
my
that
night.
one time, this is a rye. This has got to be a rye.
Do we even have a video of that? Was that like pre-video stuff? Where like Charlie was like, "This is a rye. I know this is a rye." And
I'm
it
calling
totally
myself
wasn't.
out. It happened. I did that, and I was way wrong. It was not right.
I don't know if you've been more wrong about too many things.
That's
night.
the only time. That is the only time. That's why you remember it, because you don't remember the other 150 times I was right.
Oh man,
Because they don't exist. That's why.
Those are on tape. Son.
You should have stopped. You should have stopped at like 12 times you were right.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, the vast majority of times when I'm editing, it's Brian starts speaking and I just hit cut, wait for your first big dialogue, cut, delete that, then just show your second one because you just repeat yourself.
There's this, it kind of this relates back to a girlfriend that I had in high school that.
That was a great monologue.
It was
Well,
like
it's not-
everything you relate back to it.
No, it's not just that. It's when we get to the review part, he's like, so on the nose, I get molasses and blackberry. And then there was this girlfriend in high school, blah, 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 blah. And then he goes, yeah, so the nose is blackberries and molasses. It's great. I think it's wonderful. I give it a 3.5. And I'm like, just edit out the entire first half an hour and then just use the 5-minute clip.
Or he goes through all that explanation.
The monologue is the gold here.
No.
You need to just release Brian's rants on on just make that an episode or make it something we send to the Patreon or something like Brian's rants, and that they can experience the true wisdom of my analysis.
Yeah. And suddenly we have subscribers.
It would change lives.
So
For better,
yeah,
for worse. That's not for me to decide.
Spending a lot of time in a hotel room lately, traveling for work. So I downloaded a noise app, something to help you hopefully sleep, give you something else in the background. So it's like maybe you could submit that to that company, Brian. It's like submit your monologues to the sleep app.
No, we just do. So
it's like help people sleep. Brian's monologues.
We just do
Charlie,
Power of Bourbon
this
ASMR.
is a prime example of if it wasn't for you sending me bourbon, we would no longer be friends.
Ed.
And on that
welcome.
note, Ed's
Welcome to the
here.
party. Thank goodness Ed's here.
The
Save
good
me
news
from
is
Charlie.
Brian just announced that he wants to quit the channel, so we'll bring Ed in. We'll just replace Brian.
I've been trying to get that to happen for a month.
And then Brian can start Power of Bourbon ASMR, where he just quietly talks a monologue into the mic and drinks bourbon, putting people to sleep.
And I will get 10 subscribers.
Oh, you'd
so
be in
slow.
Millions of subscribers overnight. They're just, yep, this is the best relaxing vocals ever. All right, so this third one.
I get
Probably
cherry.
Yeah, but it's probably the most muted nose so far.
Oh no! I mean, it is
No,
maybe.
I would just. I don't know. I kind of disagree on that.
Ed,
Ed, jockeying for my position while I'm in the room. That's just rude.
I think he was asking to subscribe to your new channel.
Oh! I thought he was wanting to take my place on this one.
Both, but yeah, it's okay.
Both. Those are not mutually exclusive options.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
The nose reminds me of a Buffalo Trace product.
I was gonna say like Maker's Mark, just with the cherry note, like that
Well,
makes me think a little
Buffalo
Maker's Mark.
Trace, Makers.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, TJ.
Oh wow,
It's nice.
that palette is all cherry, and then on the finish it is oak and dry.
I would say the overall palette and finish make me think more of a Maker's product, but I'm not sure.
This is probably the first one I really get the medicinal cherry, like Robitussin finish.
I love that stuff as a kid.
Yeah.
It's a bit light through the palate.
Mm-hmm.
I like the sweet cherry nose, and then the palate is a bit, I'd say, just kind of muted. The finish is wonderful.
Yeah, I was about to say you better be talking good about the finish.
Of course, you like the finish, Brian. Although it's not the typical rye spice finish, but it's like a ethanol forward finish.
Oh, it's more of a cinnamon. It's more of a hot cinnamon than an ethanol.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
And it tingles. It dances forever on your tongue.
Totally.
I love it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's not ethanol. It's like a hot cinnamon. Go have a red hot and then drink this, and you'll see.
Don't do that. Don't eat red hots and then drink whiskey.
Don't do that. Don't mix red hots.
That might ruin your palate.
I'll just be like dropping red hots into my bourbon to like get a stronger cinnamon finish in them.
And if you do that, you're definitely out on the channel.
Yeah.
We have standards, sir.
I'm digging. I'm digging C. I mean, they're all good. They're all good.
I'm gonna go like 107 proof is what I'm thinking. I think it's up there.
That was an odd choice of proof there.
We're just going with it.
You making a prediction?
I know.
I think it's higher than 107.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, to be honest, so I forget what I think that's 100 proof.
It's going like more like 115 or something.
So just going off the flavor profiles, everything like that. I know this is not what it is. Like if it is, Derek is my hero. But off the flavor that I get and everything that I've read, because we haven't actually tried it, I would say this could be the Wild Turkey 17-year-old bottled and bond. Because everybody says it's super medicinal, notes, super cherry, dry on the finish, and that's everything I'm getting on this.
I love this finish. Yeah, I think the only place that this may be lacking is the palate.
Mm-hmm.
Are Charlie and I in agreement on the finish?
Yes. Yeah,
Charlie's
a little bit
sweet.
It's finish. It's not overly rye finish though.
The day Charlie actually appreciates the finish with some oomph to it.
Ed, you missed this. I'm in a Hampton hotel right now. We joked that I set up my room at home to look like a Hampton, but no, I'm actually in a Hampton.
Busy for work, always traveling, paying the bills.
Yeah, this month I am hunting bourbon. Have had some success, not as much success as I would like, but.
Should you be nice and show Brian the bottle you have sitting right there? That's going to make him really excited.
Always right. Actually,
is it what I think it is? Could be.
Wait, what is it? This one?
We have a blue label.
Joseph Magnus, triple cast. We were asked about this on a live stream recently, so I picked that up finally. So that probably wasn't it though.
No, I mean.
Excited.
No. Does it have a blue label?
This one got me excited.
Ooh.
Barrel New Year 2017.
You've now got the complete vertical.
I have a complete vertical. I have 2017 through 2021.
Where'd you find that?
That was LaSalle, Illinois.
Nice.
Collecting dust on the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
This might be the one. I have to open the box.
The box.
Yeah,
box.
it came in a box.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Blood Oath Pack 7.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've been wanting that.
Yeah.
Ugh. There's a place here in town that had it, and by the time I got there, it was gone.
This might be my favorite of the find thus far, though. Like this Rebel Yell 10-year. Holy
Mhm.
smokes, this is good.
Can't
Is
wait
that
for
the
you
same
to
one that
send
have
it
it
and do a
Lux
review.
Row?
What's that?
I said I can't wait for you to send it and do a review on it. And then
Yeah.
Brian was
Next
asking
week.
if that was Lux Row, and yeah, it's a Lux Row one.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. And we saw it. Maybe we saw it at the distillery when we were down there for Birthday Palooza last year, and I've
Yeah.
seen it a time or two before. But I had passed just because like Rebel Yell 100 is okay for the price, but it's not
Mhm.
special.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I mean, does the age make it at that point? And I was skeptical. But went into the store. It was there, good price, and I wasn't buying anything else. And I was like, yeah, let's give it a go. Holy cow! Yeah, it's worth it.
It's worth it.
$85.
I
It
love
is
when Charlie gives it a go.
fantastic. Yeah,
Mhm.
like you will like this, Brian. 100 proof. It drinks hotter than 100 proof in a good way. Like the finish says yes, sir. Especially for a weeder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I need to
Yeah.
pick up a Rebel cast strength store pick and a Ezra Brooks cast strength store pick, and then we can just do a Lux Row night.
I like it.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
That'd be fun.
All right. So number 4.
Oh, sorry. I'm so.
Are we needing to ultimately rank these at all?
Nope.
Oof, that is different.
Yeah. It's got like
That
a
is
sour
like a-
note to it.
It's a perfumey cologne.
Yeah. There's like a fruit note back there too.
Maybe that's what that little bit of sour fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, it's just I think of a light cologne.
I don't
It's
go
different.
to the mall and hang out in the cologne section anymore.
You know,
I haven't tasted it yet, but the nose almost is reminiscent of something Four Roses. Like, no? Are you getting that at all? Definitely not on the taste.
Oh.
Apparently.
this is very different.
So the nose is good. The palate is good. The finish, I don't even know.
Derek, what did you do? Thank you for saving it for the end.
Yep.
Because you put this first, I would have called you Brian,
Yeah.
and our relationship would have been strained.
This is just
Strained or estranged?
interesting.
Both.
Apricot. I get a lot of apricot. That's what it is.
I like how you're trying to pull stuff out of this.
No, like that's what it.
Ah.
Yeah.
That is.
No, I feel like you get fruit and floral on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
Like, seriously, I'm getting like curved cologne circa 1999.
We just dated the channel. Perv.
Well, it dated me, maybe.
Yeah, Brian's like, curve? That wasn't popular in college.
Right. Dakar Noir or whatever.
That was like my senior year of high school. Come on now.
Back in the days, we just put rose petals in the bath water, and that was good enough.
So, palate-wise, I get a lot of rye spice.
I'm not that much older than you guys.
Oh, we're
No,
gonna
but we
keep it
like,
up.
we like emphasizing it.
Pretty sure when you get on the other side of that hill, it's just exponential.
You just roll down.
Well, I'm not there yet, so stop acting like it. Hurt my feelings. I've been losing hair recently, and now we got you guys giving me crap.
Oh, easy. Keep this for the therapist, not the channel.
I just like Brian admitted he has feelings.
No, he does not have feelings that he is aware of.
Yeah, I don't even.
Well, which I always thought was a good thing, but apparently it is a problem. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know how to even describe this.
So I get I mean, it's like that cologne nose, but I get some rye coming through, so I would believe this is a rye, to be honest. Is it rye finished in something? Perhaps.
That could be.
I'm gonna go rye because I get a little bit of that wintry green herbal notes.
Yeah.
Proof wise, I'm a little bit torn. Like it's not drinking super hot, so 100 to 110 is kind of my initial impression. I'll whittle it under.
I'm gonna say over 100. We'll go. I don't know.
I'm going 105.
Yeah, sounds good. 105.
I don't even think 110.
Yeah, I go 108.9.
0.2.
All right. So we ready to figure this stuff out?
I will say this almost tastes is.
I mean, where are you at with this, Brian? Like, you should like this. This is you're
right
the
up
rye
your
drinker
alley.
on the channel.
There's parts of this I like, and there's parts of it that I don't like as much.
And describe that. Describe your feelings, Brian. Tell us what you feel. How does that make you feel?
So the nose I enjoy. Got a fruit floral on the nose, enjoyable. The palate is
floral. I'd go be floral.
Just slightly lacking, like it doesn't come through too strong. I don't get any. I usually like to get something like from my nose to my palate. I like to get something plus. Like I like something new in the palate that I didn't get on the nose, and I feel like nothing really opens up for me on the palate. And then the finish, like I enjoy the end of the finish. I feel like lingers like a solid rye, but you get.
I agree. Yeah.
But there's something pungent right at the start of the finish that is just a little bit less enjoyable. And maybe if I could identify what it is, I might appreciate it a little bit more. But whatever that start to that finish is, whatever that is, like you get a little shot of something. Just kind of is what maybe initially, Charlie, I don't know, was that what kind of gave you that weird taste that you're like, hey, what is this? Is that initial part of that finish?
I agreed with you on the end of the finish is like lingering and it's lasting. It's delightful. It dances on the tongue. It's that typical, more of a rye spice. I think what's off, maybe it's a little bit of an anise flavor. I think for me, it's even, you said you like the nose. I think it starts with the nose for me. It's just not, and you guys know me. I'm not a huge rye fan. So it's.
What? New news. Newsflash. Hot take.
So it starts with the nose. Like it's.
Hey, TJ, link a video of Charlie saying he doesn't like a rye.
This is live, Brian. There is no link in videos.
No,
I know. It's called a joke.
A little bit of rye, floral
Robot
notes.
Robot Charlie. It's a joke.
So we're gonna go on this. If we had to rank Derek's flight out of 5, what are you giving it? I'm gonna go a 4. I think it was a really good flight. I was excited with it.
I'm interested to see if there's any type of common denominator.
Chuck is just gonna sit there and act stone cold for a while. You hurt his feelings.
Oh, it was
the robot?
Really slow internet at the hotel. Sorry, guys. I think I lost you there for a second. I'm back.
Yeah. Here's the great part. Chuck's feelings are hurt, and I don't even remember what I said. So that's really the best part of this.
And that's your fault for thinking I had feelings. So there we go. So we're rating the whole flight, like in total, like
how do you do?
Bravo! Like the number 1 through 3, I would drink those any day of the week. Number 4, I appreciate it. It's different. I know, and I appreciate the fact that you threw that in there at the end, Eric. Because if you put it in at the beginning, I would have been more critical. So I liked it. What was our scale?
I know.
1 to what?
5.
1 to 5. 1 to 5. 4.5. I liked it.
Now becomes Brian's long-winded explanation to give us a 2-second answer.
4.
4. Thank you. All right.
Don't
You
ask
ready?
for more. Don't ask for explanation. Yes, I'm ready.
All right. Oh, wow. Really? Oh, wow. We got lots of it. Oh.
We like our
were-
information. This is great.
We are way off on basically everything.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh,
So, first off, Derek, since I've read this, thank you for what you sent us. Holy cow. Chuck, you are going to be ticked at sea. So,
See?
the
Wanna be ticked to
yes,
see?
yeah. You own C.
I own
And
C?
I own B.
I mean, C is delightful. Like now that it's sit here and open, like delightful
Yeah.
cherry and oak, and I own it.
Yes.
I own it.
I pretty much appreciated all of these all along.
Yeah.
So I'm
It's-
happy.
I mean,
with
I
that.
love this nose. To be truthful,
And-
C is really good.
I'm pretty sure you and I have both drank D at a bar together.
You and I?
And we liked it and thought about buying it. So, here we go. This is exciting. A is
Hey,
Blue
can-
Run 14.
Blue
Yeah.
Run 14.
Ooh.
Yeah. 113 proof.
Oh wow!
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that's to get you drunk and you wouldn't even know.
That I mean,
Sneaks up on
Really
you.
good.
That
Yeah.
Yeah.
really good.
That,
yeah, that
I
does
would-
not drink 114.
so I have a Blue Run, and that drinks better than my Blue Run. So, yeah, this
I
is
would.
really, really good.
Yeah.
I
And,
love
and,
this.
and I just want to say, like, man, thanks for just the variety and the flight. You threw us totally for a loop here, and this is great. I'm
Well,
loving it.
I'm gonna
I mean-
let you guys know all 4 bottles are equivalent cost or greater than the Blue Run. So this
Holy
guy, he sent us heavy hitters. So
Oh.
all right,
Ed,
so
Ed, he's setting the stage. You're listening.
Okay, I just want to say I am most excited about C. C
Oh,
was
yeah.
my favorite.
So hang
And
on,
like,
I'm still on-
is there
I'm
an
still on
off
A.
chance
Like,
I
why
might
are
be
we-
able to buy a bottle of C?
Why are we jumping ahead? We're still on A
Yeah.
here. And I'm just like,
you
this
can't.
is delightful.
No, none of these you'll ever be able to afford, Brian. You will be divorced and you will be living with Chuck or I. Just letting you know. Yeah, so it's Blue Run 14-year-old and 113 proof. So this
This
is
is not
the
drinking
new-
113 proof.
Yeah,
at
no.
all.
which is just like my Blue Run I have, which is the online only release that came out here in summer. His
Yep.
is the summer release, so it might actually be the same. Let me see, 56.5. Yeah, it might be the same release actually. So
If
It
that's
is-
the bottle that I have, TJ, that's sitting
Yeah.
at your house,
yeah, you've got one over here.
I'll be happy.
Ed,
I will be very
we
happy.
completely agree, and I absolutely expect you to send us a low dollar flight that is just as good. We might.
That's
be,
what I do.
In the Patreon
No,
flight,
whoa,
I
whoa,
sent.
whoa, whoa, no, to be clear, to
Yeah,
clarify,
no,
Brian,
yeah,
not
yeah.
just as good, but
Yeah.
you send us a cheaper flight. Yeah.
To be fair, Ed, in the bottles that you have from us and that Derek has from us for when we get together on our next live stream and do this Patreon thing, I might be playing with the same idea. So Chuck and Brian have no idea what I sent you for samples. Only I do. We might be playing with the price game a little bit, so it'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, so that's A is the Blue Run. B, Christmas present,
Oh, this is totally Dickel. What is this?
barrel 15-year.
Yes, I believe that. Yeah, totally. Wow. Thank you, Derek, for even
Yeah.
sending this to us. Holy
So-
cow.
So he said, control bottle, do you, mainly Chuck, like it as much as you think? I can't seem to get on board yet. So he and I have been talking. He bought the barrel
I'm on
15
board.
off of our recommendation, and he's not completely sold on it yet. So it's one that, like, yes, it's a huge Dickel component. You gotta like the Dickel, but it's also one I feel like if you're not ready to pick out all the nuances and everything like that, you're not quite ready for that bottle. But I also like it's just one to just like slowly sip on as it goes, because everything changes and it's good. It's very Dickel forward though.
That's a tough one. Like I would have been really happy at $100 $150 probably on this bottle. Especially if it was like a Dickel 15, if it was coming in what's that? Blasphemy, Chuck. I mean, I can understand like if you paid $250 for, like, of course I paid $250 and gave you the bottle, but
I know, I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I can't wait to see what this Christmas brings.
Well, I mean, some of that's like I just got so lucky on Pursuit 32 at like less than $115 or something, that like that has been a top 5 bottle consistently. But that's a single barrel that you're not going to get ever again. And I mean, I really like this, but you know me and my aged Dickel product.
No.
So.
Yeah, I think it's great, but I'm gonna like again caveat it for anyone that's been, because they sit on the shelves. Like I can go buy one tomorrow at Westport if I really wanted to. The barrel 15s are great. They are expensive, but I mean, if you're going to drop, well, that and the Dickel component. So you have to like the Dickel notes. You have to like the minerality. You have to like the orange finish it's got. But if you like all those components, so if you've had several barrels and you're okay with the Dickel, then I think this is a great one as kind of like for your top shelf, and you bring out with special friends and everything like that.
Yeah,
but
that's a great caveat. It's like if you haven't been exposed to Dickel before, don't go out and buy a barrel 15. Like buy a Dickel Bottle Bond, buy a Dickel 15. There's plenty of other source Dickel products that are aged. But if you are a fan of those aged Dickel products, Dickel 15 or the barrel 15 will be a premium product on your shelf.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So quickly to that, like totally agree with your thought process there, but I feel like the Dickel Bottle and Bond actually has a little bit more of a muted Dickel note. Like they don't come in as strong as some of the others. So I'm not sure Dickel Bottle and Bond is as good of a representation of.
I think that's where you start, was my point.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, yeah, I think I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't go, oh, I got the Bottle and Bond, and now I'm going to get this. And because you just don't get the complexity of the Dickel in that Bottle and Bond. It's a great drink. It's a great pour. I'm glad I found it in town a couple months ago. I have a bottle.
I was going to say, you start with the Dickel Bottled and Bond, then you go to Stellum, then you buy a barrel, and then if you like all that, you go barrel 15.
But some of the barrels are very not Dickel.
True.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's my recommendation to buy a barrel after that. It's if you're interested in Dickel, you should be able to find a Dickel single barrel. So Resilient is all like Resilient 14, 15, 16 is Dickel. Milam and Green, Castle. Well, the Castle Hill series.
But that doesn't taste like Dickel at all. That's not.
No, it does. It definitely does.
Not like this.
I mean, it would be a bridge still. It'd be a part of that bridge, but like at that price.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie. If I had to choose between the barrel 15 and the Milam Green, I'm just gonna drink the Milam Green all day long. That's better than the Dickel 15, and nowhere near the cost.
So
wait, no more near the cost of Dickel 15? I mean, Dickel 15 is $80.
Or not Dickel 15, barrel 15. Sorry,
barrel 15. Yeah.
There you go.
Barrel 26 for Ed's a fan.
Yeah, Ed, coming around.
Well, so Ed, you've got in the samples I sent you, you do have a batch 28. You can drink that ahead of time. So if you wanted to try that tonight and let us know what you thought, you're more than able.
So, side note that I was thinking about while we're talking is Chuck a bigger Dickel fanboy than I am of an Old Foe fanboy? Like,
no, it's equal.
No.
Is it equal? Is Chuck more of a Dickel fanboy carrying
It's
that flag
equal.
than I am of Old Foe, or am I more
I'm-
Old Foe than he is Dickel?
I'm just a really high quality whiskey fan, and it happens to be that a lot of Dickels go into barrels and Bardstown
Which goes-
sources them. And
Which
So
because
is it the cart before the horse situation? Like do you like Dickel? That's why you like those particular things, or do you just have refined taste that leads to that? Shots fired is what we do here.
Yeah. Oh,
That
Ed
should have
was
been the
late to
name
the
of it.
PO box. Gosh, Ed. Oh. So speaking of good quality bourbon, C is a really, really good quality, super, super rare bourbon that Chuck
C was my
has
favorite. I was all about the
Is this
C,
George
so.
T. Stagg?
and has a version of it on his desk right now.
Ooh.
This is Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend.
Cigar
Is
Blend.
C.
Oh.
Oh, damn. Yeah, this is one of my top 5 whiskeys of 2021 right here. Oh, God, this is delightful.
So,
I mean, I just like, as the nose continues to open up, this is like the super, cherry, sweet nose, like just wonderful.
So, this is batch 27, so I don't know which batch you have, Chuck. But for those of you that don't know, so Cigar Blend has nothing to do with cigars. The closest it does is when they blend it, they say that it would pair well with a good cigar. So when you taste it, but it is a bourbon that is finished in Armagnac, sherry, and cognac casks. It is 122 proof, so we were way off.
Wow.
And it is.
Oh, I think I was like 115 or something. So it's like that was
still pretty far off. It is the release bottle 224 out of 390. So, wow.
This is delish.
I mean, these are all heavy hitters. These are amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I said I rated the flight 4.5. I said these first 3 were amazing.
I think D's the biggest surprise because I've almost bought D like 3 times. And
I mean, number 3 is just delightful from start to finish. Like the nose doesn't disappoint with the sweet and the cherry notes and the fruit. And then the finish is fantastic. I mean, stay tuned, everybody, to our best of 2021 because this will be in the flight. I guarantee.
Yeah. We got a lot of work to do on our side, but we'll do it.
Yeah, we do.
Also coming up, we're gonna release a video of what you should be looking for and hunting for this fall. And we're going to put our twist on it. We're not going to do super rare allocated nonsense that, you're never going to find. We're going to tell you.
No warehouse C? That's
warehouse C? No, absolutely not. No Russell's Reserve 13. None of that stuff you can't find. We're going to tell you the bottles that you can find that everybody else is skipping on that are some awesome heavy hitters. So be on the lookout for that coming up. So you ready for D?
No, I just want to sit on C for a while.
I just want to lament.
I'm just excited. 13. I still have I'm going to be drinking this later.
I have a whole bottle every place in town and put my number down. So hey, if you get Russell 13, give me a call.
So Ed,
Zero.
What Chuck has is actually Kickstarter. So he was asking about your travel flight setup. So it's a Kickstarter. You can get it. It's from
Aged in Ore.
Aged in Ore. That's what it is. Yeah, I think you're right. So it is just brand new. So they come with little tabs for them, so you can attach them to the bottles, and then the flights themselves have letters and everything too. So that way you can set up a blind fight and then check it out later and not be confused. So
here are the
pretty cool.
Tab. So it's like the idea is you throw it on a bottle. You can't really see that, but
there we go.
Yeah.
Yep, and it matches up with glass, so it's a great way to do it. And we are grateful. Brian doesn't realize this, but Chuck bought 4, and he sent 1 to me and Brian.
To be delivered next week.
Yeah,
Nice.
I get mine tomorrow. I'm pretty excited. FedEx delivers on Sundays.
Cheers. You didn't think I? If you thought I didn't like you, Brian.
Yep. That's your
You know,
Christmas present.
I only doubt it in between bourbon shipments.
Or corn shipments.
Or corn shipment. Yeah, I had one of those for a while. So
I'm kind of sad we didn't like D because seeing what it is, I really want to like it because I know it's really good. So D is 4-gate, single barrel, cast strength, 7-year seal box select, finished in new toasted oak cask by Calvin Coolidge, 122.4 proof.
oh wow,
So it's a bourbon. It's not even
Yep.
not a rye.
Mm-hmm.
it's
So
rye.
just a-
I know
it's-
it's a rye.
It's just a double oaked.
Yes.
Wow.
So out of all of it, we got really just one correct, which was the Dickel, and we didn't even really get that correct. Though I get it's 104.9
whoa.
proof, so we
That-
did right. Yeah,
I was like, yeah.
even though we all said it was like 90 proof.
Yeah,
So again, Derek, thank you so much for the flight. It was
Derek,
amazing.
awesome job. Thank you.
Way to be the first flight you sent us and set the stuff. That is awesome. Yeah, Ed, we'll definitely send you the information on all that on that Kickstarter and everything like that, and Patreon, no problem. So everybody, thanks for watching. Please, if you're interested in our channel and everything like that, join the page. Yeah, hit the like, hit the subscribe, join Patreon. When Chuck has a really good bottle, he sometimes sends samples to all our Patreon members. And for those of us that are high enough in the tiers, we send you samples once a quarter and do this exact same thing, but with you guys on it. So next month, we're going to do one with Ed and Derek. We're really excited for. Brian and Chuck got their samples. I think what I sent 7 samples, and you guys got no idea what it is. And I'm pretty.
I already
excited
drank
about
those.
it. Well, you're not getting any more, so that's a problem for you.
This is B. Henderson for Brian.
Yeah.
So-
Well,
So I just realized something as you were kind of wrapping up here. Did we underproof like every single one of these? Was our guess underproof
Yes.
on? Yeah.
Yeah, we
Every
were
single-
biased
Is that the point
in
where
the
we should
scientific
be
world. We would say
slightly-
it was a bias.
Should we? Is that the point where we should start to be concerned about our level of drinking? That everything
No.
tastes watered down at some
what
point?
we learned is we need to drink more to get better at this.
Oh,
Yes, we
There it
don't
is.
drink enough.
I like it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like where your head's out there.
And
See,
we
I
don't
was
have-
going in one direction. I really appreciate you bringing me back to the other
Also,
direction.
we don't have enough bourbon because we weren't good enough at this. So we need to continue to collect bourbon. We need to continue to try, and we need to continue to do these things to get better at this.
Another much more productive spin than
Yes.
my like, man, maybe we need to take a break.
You know,
it felt stupid, but I'm just glad you provided the rationale for it.
I don't know if we're trying to wrap this up or not, but like number 4, this 4-gate, like I'd still be a pass on this.
Yeah.
Like it's good, but it's different.
Mhm.
And like
It's not
I
Dickel.
would probably rate them 3 as my favorite. The Joseph Magnus cigar blend, not surprising. The Dickel is my number 2. So Barrel 15 is my number 2,
Yeah.
and then as a close third, the first one. So, and then the 4-gate, I'd probably be like, it's not my palate.
I would say Nick's on board. More is better. My doctor always said that.
Yeah,
So's Ed.
I just don't go to the doctor, so that helps.
I don't know if that's a good thing, but we'll go with it.
we need to keep you around, Chuck.
Yeah. We can't
that's
afford
the
the
nicest thing
expensive
you've ever
bottles.
said to me.
We can't afford not to have you.
Yeah.
So no, for me, C is my number one, followed by A, and then
Oh, A. Interesting.
Yeah.
You just don't like that nickel, do you?
and then I don't know, D versus B. I don't know, that Dickel just
Really?
Dickel's strong with that one.
Yeah. For me, it's C, A, B, like in a tier by themselves, and then D kind of off to the side. Like, and it's just because it's so different.
Agreed.
Like, and reading what it is, toasted, like I would expect 1910 style, but it's not like that at all. There is a sour note to it. I think it's good. I just wouldn't get it. So.
Yeah, and I was recently asked.
I don't know. So like with D, once again, like I enjoy the nose, I enjoy the palate. I would like a little bit of more of the mystery unveiled in the palate of D. The end of the finish is great. You get a little bit of the right at the start of the finish, but it's that, or I'm stuck with Dickel. So.
Oh, Ed.
No, it doesn't.
The Dickel jokes never get old.
Oh, here we go. Any chance we get the crew to review a single malt? So, I've been working. So there's a couple things, Nick. If you mean Scotch, I've been working and slowly, because I have a bourbon budget and I don't want killed by my wife, to build Scotch into my bourbon budget. So when I don't blow it all on bourbon, I buy a Scotch. So I'm working on getting a Scotch from each of the different regions. So
and related news, he has 2 Scotches.
I do. I have
the bourbon buddy.
Exactly. I got Lagavulin 16 and I got Longmore 16. So I got to buy 3 more Scotches, and we're going to do a Scotch night. I also have a really good single malt that Chuck has had and he likes. I think Brian has had it. The Ra'ua from North Carolina. And
we all liked it.
Yeah, we all thought it was great. And if you really like single malts, I really recommend that you check it out. It's out of North Carolina, really good. And yeah, so we are working on doing a Scotch night just for fun. Also because then Chuck has to drink smoky peated Scotch, which he absolutely hates, which is great. Which is wonderful. So
well, and I think I don't have it anymore, but I actually think way back in the day, before this started happening and we were just meeting to have fun.
Because now we don't meet to have fun. It's not fun anymore.
It's business.
Not when you're here, Chuck. And I think I sent you guys a Laws single malt that actually we enjoyed. We didn't like rank it crazy high, but I think we all enjoyed it. So.
Oh, there you go. Ed is completely on board with you. He hates the smoky peatedness.
Thank you, Ed, because it just feels like I'm eating a campfire. I love my smoke. Like, give me a smoked meat. I'm gonna smoke a brisket, pork. Like, that's my jam. But man, that is like I don't know. It's way over smoked.
All right, so thank you all for watching. Derek, once again, thank you so much for sending this amazing flight.
Yes, sir.
We owe you one. Some stuff are coming your way. Just watch the mail, everything like that. And be on the lookout for more videos. Ed, we are super excited for next month here coming up in September. We are doing a live stream with our Patreons that get some free samples from us once a quarter. It is going to be a really, really good one. It's going to be 7 bourbons. It's going to be great.
7?
Yeah, it's going to be some amazing surprises. And it's just going to be so much fun. I can't wait.
Sick the next day.
Yeah, I built this entire flight. I'm so excited. Like, it's going to be so much fun. I'm going to stump Chuck. I'm going to blow Brian's brain. And
one's not
Ed
difficult.
And Derek. So.
Only if you send a rye I don't like.
Nope, it's all bourbon. I don't mess around. We do bourbon.
That's right. Okay. Sorry. My bad. Didn't mean to offend you that you might have a rye on your shelf.
Not when we do a bourbon flight. I don't put rye. So, but yes,
Well, okay.
once again, thanks for watching. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe. We want to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, so Chuck starts sending samples from his bourbon to people. So yeah, please hit subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.
Stay neat.
Power of bourbon.